Welcome back. Today we're going to learn a little bit about handling the mic. You know why? Because I f***ed up this last weekend on stage. You'll see in this clip. Billy's dad runs up to me all indignant, pissed off, puffs up his chest, you know? I'm like, dude, what are you gonna do, man? Fucking, I've never did that to a mic stand before. Like, dude, what are you gonna do about it, you know? So, when I shot this video yesterday, I failed to explain how I messed up and how to fix the problem. If you look at this video, I actually grabbed the microphone stand above the joint. And when I did that, it hyperextended the arm up. And what it did is, in the moment, it got in my head and messed up my joke. I was still able to mush on and continue my set. However, it did mess up my rhythm. And that's the last thing you want to happen when you're doing stand-up. It does happen, whether it's an audience member or you see a waiter trip or drop a glass, something's going to mess up your set at some point. But the last thing you want to do is mess up your own set because you didn't practice with your microphone and microphone stand. If you're not going to use the microphone stand when you get up on stage, make sure you grab it below the joint and walk it off to the side. So when you're getting video footage, you don't have a microphone stand directly in front of you in your shot. You want to push it off to the side so that it's not distracting to you, it's not distracting to your audience members, and it's not going to be in your video. So make sure you move that off to the side. When do you use the microphone stand? When do you get rid of the microphone stand? How do you do it? How do you handle it? These are all really, really important questions. So if you watch a lot of stand-up comedy, you'll watch a comedian approach the stage, handle the microphone with ease, like a pro. It's effortless, and it's because they've put in countless hours handling that microphone. I think the best way to really learn how to handle that microphone is to get one. Get one at home, practice your routine. You might wanna do a routine and leave the microphone in the stand, just be still. And you might want to use both hands, right? So if we're going to get up here and do our set and you want to use your hands because you're describing stuff, well, then you don't want to be holding a microphone because your voice is going to go in and out of the bubble. So you want to make sure that it's stationary and that you can move your hands around. Some people use the microphone stand as a prop. You might use it as a broomstick because you're a witch, or you might use it to bump into it. I did a set where I actually used it to bump into it. It worked out really well. And I looked at her and I lunged. Yeah guys, so this is my mic. I bought a mic and a mic stand and an amp so I could practice at home. I highly recommend doing something like that if you're going to get serious about stand-up comedy, because then you can actually practice. Sometimes people use the mic stand in their routine. Some people move the mic stand out of the way and just go handheld. Some people actually physically use the mic stand as a prop. So it's important that if you're going to use this as a comedian or any public speaker for that matter, you need to know how to handle your equipment. Make sure you step. I like to step on the microphone stand on the base and then grab it with one hand, grab the joint with the other hand, spin it counterclockwise to loosen it, and then clockwise to tighten it. Now most mics that comedians use are omnidirectional mics, which means there's a bubble around the microphone. Now, if you're going to leave the microphone in the mic stand, your audience wants to see your face, not the microphone in your face. So make sure you lower it. And right below your chin is perfect. You can put it up against your chin, you can have it just below your chin, but an omnidirectional mic has this imaginary bubble. If your voice is over here, if your voice is over here, if your voice is here, it all sounds the same. The microphone is going to pick up your voice. Make sure your face is viewable by your audience, right? You want to be able to turn to your right, turn to your left. Don't ignore your audience members to your right and left, and make sure that microphone is low enough, because if it's not, this is what your audience is going to see. And then you're just talking like this, and any video footage you might have is going to look like this. That's not cool. It's still going to pick up your voice the same. It's not going to look the same, especially if you're like me and you tend to do a lot of facial expressions. The last thing you want to see is this microphone right up my nose. So make sure it's low enough. Right in this area is perfect, and you definitely don't want to be too low, because then you're slouching over, constantly doing this, unless it's part of your routine. When you go to raise and lower, say the person in front of you is shorter, someone like Brad Williams. I'm sorry, Brad. Who am I laughing at, dude? But if you have someone short and then you get up on stage and it's already low, you need to walk up and you need to raise it. So you're gonna loosen the joint, which I'll show you in a second, and you're gonna raise it. Make sure you don't raise it like this and give yourself a bloody nose. Don't do that. Make sure when you raise it, turn your head to the side or move away, raise it, and there you go. If it's too high and you're shorter, make sure, let's say you get on stage and it's high already, make sure you don't do this. Now the microphone is still in your face and it looks like you're sucking a big microphone. Ah! Just lower it. And you might not even need to loosen the joint. You might be able to just push it down a little bit. But you should get very comfortable at loosening and tightening the joint on the microphone stand. So I'm always practicing. If I have my microphone around me, I'm always practicing. I wanted to keep this video nice and short. This is more for anyone going out there to be a comedian or anyone doing public speaking, how to handle a microphone, but I hope you enjoyed it. This is my Sennheiser E835. I really like this microphone. I think I spent $100 on it. I'll put a link below if you want to check it out. It's a really nice mic. I got it with a mic stand. I'll also put the link below, and an amplifier. I got mine at the Guitar Center because I live here in Los Angeles, and I was in the area and I just jumped, I just stopped by, I just stopped by and checked out what they had available. I found what I was looking for and walked out with it, but I'll put links below if you want to check out some of the equipment. I highly recommend it. I hook them up in my studio and practice, and I really like the sound quality. It's professional grade for any of your open mics. If you're gonna start hosting open mics, I highly recommend this equipment. Go check it out. If you got this far, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. If you like the video, make sure you hit the like button, share, comment below. It helps with my video algorithm. At least I think it does. We'll see you on the next video. I don't know what the hell that was. No. What do you do on an intro?